Alright guys, I am back here for part 2 real quick. I had told you earlier that they had put that dowel rod inside. This is that dowel rod I was talking about. Like I said, it's just, literally it's just, let's see if this will focus. It's just a dowel rod, and like I said, it has just 2 of these little rubber O-rings on it, and that was just inside here. Oops, let me zoom back here. Sorry again for the movement, guys. Like I said, the tripod's with my dad. So this was in here, kind of like so. And obviously, as you can see, you could only put maybe 1 or 2 shells in there. I think I got like 2, and it bottomed out. And like I said, you just unscrew the cap right here. I have that really tight. There, sorry. This unscrews, and you can see this gap changes. That will actually come out the whole way. This then moves to the side, and you just literally kind of dump it out the end and just pull. Like I said, it's just a wooden dowel rod. I mean, it's simple and but effective, I guess. Keeps people from putting too many shells in and being crazy right off the bat or something. So I just thought I'd show you that real quick. So if anybody gets one of these, and again, I don't know if that's state related or if that's if it's a federal thing, or I'm not sure exactly who dictates or if that's just something the manufacturer does. I live in Pennsylvania, so if anybody else has one of these and was run into that, leave me a comment or whatever down below. I'm just kind of wondering, interested. So the other thing I was going to show everybody, I did this with the last couple when I had gotten guns, is just the paperwork that comes with it. Sometimes people are interested in seeing that kind of stuff. So this one just is talking about the stock and how essentially it goes together, comes apart, so on and so forth. And they give you kind of a little bit of a quick rundown and like a breakdown. There is also the shot shell attachment that screws into these 2 holes here. Again, as I had stated earlier, I'm left-handed, my wife is right. That requires several screws and stuff to be taken out to get off. And it's not something I just wanted to flip-flop back and forth and things like that, so I just took it off altogether. If I need additional rounds or anything, I can put them up on the side of the shotgun or at another location. You can even get the extenders up here, but in all honesty, and I may get ridiculed for saying this, but if the guy's not dead after 6 shots in my townhouse, then I probably deserve it. So hopefully I would never need more than that for a single incident. Getting back to the paperwork and stuff real quick, they do send you the lock, which obviously runs down through the chamber and whatnot. The NRA sends something with just about every gun I've ever gotten. If you're not a member, I would recommend it. Helps. They fight, like I said, they fight for your rights. They're the reason we're allowed to have these. So I'm not even sure what this one is, honestly. I didn't look at it. Oh, this is basic, looks like gun safety. Keep the gun pointing in the right direction. Don't shoot or don't aim at anything you don't want to kill, so on and so forth. The actual user's manual, I won't bore you too terribly bad. It does flip to Spanish halfway through, so for anybody that's bilingual or anything, they got you covered. And last but not least, this is again like firearm responsibility paperwork, just telling you do's and don'ts, things like that, I guess, for beginners and people that are kind of fresh. A lot of it's common sense, but never hurts, even for people who've been around the block a couple times. It's nice to have the information. The safer we all stay, the better of a world we can make it. So like I said, we'll just go one more time here real quick. I'll shut up and just kind of give you another once over here. See if I can get this thing to focus so it's not so blurry for you. There is some like little marks and things it looks like on here. If you see it in person, it actually, I think the camera makes it look worse than what it is. Some of it's just the grease. I forget the exact word for it, but they put that like heavy duty grease on from the factory. I tried to scrub most of it off, but there is stuff in different places yet that are still on there that I have yet to get off. So I will shut up and just Obviously there's not a whole lot to see looking down the barrel of a shotgun, but do my best to try to do both and show you. Prop this up on here. Might be kind of a cool looking shot, I don't know. Let's just see how that comes out. Of course, if I could hold the camera still, it'd probably be better. It's kind of cool. Anyway, so, and then, like I said, the stock obviously adjust accordingly, so, you know, pull it in for one person, put it out for another, but it is kind of a cool little, like I said, a plus. I paid, all said and done, I don't remember the exact figures, but I think this one with taxes, with the paperwork they do, I guess the filing fees or whatever they call it, I walked out the door for like $405, I want to say. I had checked with a couple of the other, oh, and I did, Albie's a big fan of this, I think. I did buy it from a local gun dealer. It wasn't a big franchise or anything like that, so supporting the little guys. But I did check with a couple of our other gun dealers, and nobody else had this in stock. There was one guy, a local guy anyways, that had it in stock, and he was actually one of the better priced ones anyway, so I was kind of surprised by that. Like I said, so I was able to walk out the door with it and do the background check and stuff, and out I went. So the other thing I will tell you, and I don't know if anybody else has run into this, if anybody else cares, but I didn't, I've never had to transfer a gun, and like I was kind of saying earlier in my other video, I sold my P95 to a friend of mine, and I called my police department essentially, and they had said that as far as transferring guns and things, PA doesn't register guns specifically, but you are supposedly required by federal law that you must fill out the transfer paperwork if you do sell it to somebody else. I wouldn't have it any other way anyways, just because, you know, who knows what happens down the road. I don't want it ever coming back on me if I put it in somebody else's hands. I don't want to be responsible for it later. So, but from what I was told in Pennsylvania, there is no regulated price for that. So I called and spoke to Gander Mountain, and they wanted just shy of $90 to do a transfer only. He was paying me on the side. It was nothing financially was going through them. The transfer only to do the paperwork was almost $90. The local mom and pop shop that I ended up getting the gun through did it for $30. So if anybody ever has to do this, it definitely pays to shop around. Don't just go into one of the big guys and do it, because they're going to charge you a fortune. And that might go without saying. I mean, that might just kind of be common sense, but first-hand experience, I can tell you, look around, because it will pay off. It's definitely not cheap. Even Walmart I think wanted like 65 and some change or something like that. So, you know, Walmart's supposed to be uber cheap for everything, but not for gun transfers. So, other than that, I don't think I really have anything else. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys too much. Please do leave comments. Please rate the video, you know, give it a thumbs up if you like it. You know, continue to subscribe, please. Like I said, I hope to be doing a lot more videos here shortly. I just wanted to, you know, kind of wait until I got something exciting to show everybody again. So hopefully you like it as much as I do, and you guys have yourself a good day.